Hi, I thought I'd do another video of the Aspire Pockex. Um, this kit cost me £25. The box is empty at the moment, but basically you get your device, charger in here, which is not in here at the moment now, and I think you got a spare coil. I chose the white one. I had one of these about a year ago, and it was great. Yeah, top fill, just on the screw. God, I always end up doing that, don't I? So yes, top fill, just unscrews, and pour your liquid in. I find that with this device, they say you take the coil out, you prime the coil, and you fill the liquid up to that level. Then you put the coil onto the top of the lid, whatever you want to call it, and then you push it in and then tighten it up, and then as you're pushing the coil in, the liquid rises to the top. But I found when I first set it up that way, it worked perfectly, but when I went to go and keep topping it up and cleaning it and filled it up, it sort of like made a gurgling sound because the liquid was gone sort of like down to the bottom. Even though it's sealed and it's designed for the liquid to go in there, it just felt like a gurgling sound to it when I was vaping it. So I always tend to leave the coil in and then just top it up, and that was my easiest way of doing it. But for £25, this was an absolutely brilliant kit for a smoker who wants to give up smoking, because the flavour what comes out of here is unreal for this small device. And it doesn't chuck out great massive clouds, but it represents a cigarette. And I bought this last week, this one in white, and I gave up smoking for 3 days, but then obviously I had a bit of chest problem. I had a chest infection and an inflamed mouth apparently, so I was on antibiotics, so I actually stopped using it and went back to the cigarettes. If it wasn't for the chest infection and an inflamed mouth, and I didn't even know I had an inflamed mouth or throat and a chest infection and a lot of mucus on my left side, so if it wasn't for that, I still would have been on this, and I probably would have gave up smoking permanently. I am giving it another shot, but today I've been on the cigarettes, and I've got to set myself a target again for when I'm giving up the cigarettes again, to start again. I can't just say, right, I'm giving up smoking now, no, I'm going to fag. I need to plan it. But yes, this is an amazing kit for 25 quid. And like I say, this is my second one I bought in the last year. I bought it last week, and the coil's still going there, and the taste is still there, even though I haven't really used it for a good few days. Now it's just been standing still. But for somebody who smokes a lot of cigarettes and says, right, that's it, I want to give up, this would probably going to be your best friend, is the Pockex. It's a great piece of kit, and I like it really, and it still works, and it's at that level now. It says the minimum, so I need topping up. But yeah, a great great kit, and I really recommend this to anybody who smokes. And it's so easy. You just unscrew the top and pour your liquid in. As there's no really coil in the way, you got that big to fill it up. The whole, when you take the lid off, the coil will come out with the lid, and you just chuck your juice in it. But don't overfill it past that line there, because time when you put your coil back in, it'll fill up and it'll overflow. So these like little dots here are your actual vents for it. So that's all really I can say much about this. You know, it's 5 clicks to turn it on, 5 clicks to turn it off. That's turned off now. It lights up like different colours, purple or whatever, rainbow typey colour. It'll go blue when it's halfway down, and I think it's orange or red when it's time to be charged again. So 5 clicks to turn it back on. There you go, there it's on, and you just fire it and vape it. I can't remember what juice is in that at the moment. It could be, hang on a sec, it's either fruit salad or unicorn blood. So I haven't vaped on this for a couple of days, so here we go. Not much vapour off that, because like I say, I hadn't used it a bit, and I find when the coil comes off with the lid and then you pour the liquid in, that's, you get that sort of like gurgling sound. But if I cleaned it out and put the coil in before I put the liquid in, it works a whole lot better. So that's why I don't understand why they say fill it up to that maximum mark, then put the coil in, it fills it up. It just makes that gurgling sound doing it that way. I always like to clean it out and put the coil in to it for then pour the liquid in, and it works 100% better. That is just my really con of it, really. I found using this, you see, where I've just been like filling it up and the liquid had gone down that sort of like hole. It is sealed and it is designed for the liquid. Then you put the coil in and screw it in. It just seems wrong to me, kind of thing, you know, when I'm vaping on it. When it was brand new, straight out the box, and you set it up that way, it was perfect. But every time I go to refill it or clean it, it doesn't sound right. But like I say, if I take it out, clean it, put the coil in first, then the juice, it works perfect. But like I say, I haven't used this for a few days now, so give it another go. That one bad, but yeah, it's a great kit. I like it, you know. It's got tons of flavour in it, and probably topped that up probably about 4 days ago, and I used it, and it's like it's getting a bit towards the wick of the coil thing now, and that, but not as good as when I first bought it and took it out of the box, obviously. You did get a spare coil with it, and this is the second coil, but like I say, in that week, but I sort of like chain vape this when I first got it. See, I smoke roll-ups, and you can see on the bench there I smoke roll-ups. I could probably smoke 60 to 100 rollies a day, so I sort of like chain vaped this for that near enough 3 days. I'd probably make a rollie one every 10 minutes or so, one every 5 minutes, depending on what I'm doing really. And that's from like 4 in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock at night. So it's quite a lot of cigarettes. That helped me give up, but like I say, I chain smoked that. You know, probably two puffs a minute or something, or shall I say 2 vapes a minute on this. Yeah, so I used the second coil, but the thing I was using when I get the second coil in a box is I put a flavour in there, and sometimes you get a bit fed up with it the next day and you think, do I want to vape this now today? So what I do, I empty it out, I put a different flavour in, about 4, 5 vapes on it. The second flavour will actually come through the coil. Saves chucking the coil away, but sometimes when I've refilled it up, it's not as good as when it was brand new. So I changed the coil and put the second one in. Sometimes I do go out and buy new coils for them. Sometimes I just leave them and go out and buy another device, see if that's better or what. So, but this one, like I say, this is the second one in a year, and this is a bloody good device for the money, 25 quid, you know, and still working, still usable. I can still taste it. I can taste the nicotine hit from it, and I could turn around and say, right, I'm giving up smoking now, and this will suit me fine. You know, I'll be happy. Gave up almost 3 days, and I was vaping on this, and I didn't turn to the cigarette. I didn't fancy a cigarette. I just kept vaping on this, and it worked. It did the trick. But like I said, I was apparently ill without me knowing, and I did have a few bits of chest pain come evening time. So I gave it a little rest, and after when I gave it a little rest, I went back to the cigarettes. But if I didn't give it a rest and I carried on, I still would have been vaping on it now today. But a great device. So if you want to give up smoking, I really recommend the Pockex, because I think it's a fantastic device. The only downside is going outside carrying it around with you. Would you feel a bit embarrassed with this, and all these other people got these big massive mods and stuff, and I've gone out, vaped on it, Tesco's and Asda and stuff, got out of the car and had a vape and stuff. So going to a party with this, no, obviously I wouldn't. I'd probably feel a little bit embarrassed, but again, I'm only a beginner, so I'm only really starting out on these. But yeah, it's a great device and I really recommend it. Ooh, that was quite some cloud then for that. So it's warming up. Whew, it sure is warming up. So that is a good device, and I like the flavour. The flavour on this is kicking out. It's unbelievable for a little device like this. The flavour is kicking out. It's an amazing device, and I love it to bits. It's my best friend, this, and when I've set my goal, you know, to say I'm giving up smoking again now, that's it, and I will need this, even though I am vaping on the Drag Mini, which you can see just there. I'm vaping on that, and I like that, but for me to give up smoking, I need this. This is just unbelievable for the taste. So anyway, that's about wraps it up for this video. So yeah, if you're a smoker and you're thinking about turning to vaping, then I strongly recommend. Most shops vapor shops sell these. I assume they're quite popular, really. The Pockex. That's how I pronounce it, Pockex. Yeah, so most of them sell them. The coils you'll get at most vape shops to fit it, because most vape shops will sell the Aspire Pockex. So yeah, the other problem with my other devices is, yeah, you'll see a device in a vape shop and they sell the coils for it because obviously they're selling the device, but if you go to another vape shop and they possibly won't do the coils for that device, because there's so many devices on the market today and there's so many different coils, they can't just stock every single one of them. So some devices I've got I can't get coils for, so that's one down. But a lot of the devices, smock coils will fit certain devices, so you can get away with certain devices, and some coils will fit certain mods and machines, is what I call them. Anyway, that's for another video. Yeah, so this is just me famous Pockex, which I really like. Probably see some more videos of this in between other videos. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks.